Alright, here's a video for the last problem on our chapter 4 closure, the last slide of our chapter 4 closure, and we're looking for the perimeter of the shape. And I actually really love this problem because we've done perimeter before, but I don't know if we've ever done it to this extent with this many steps into it. So the first thing I'm going to do, and what makes it hard on the one that I gave you in Desmos, is that I didn't let you sketch on it. If you could have sketched on it, it might have helped you see this, but what you do is, and I'm going to try to draw it in as best as I can, if I draw my line straight down here, oops, you got my line tool again. If I can draw my line straight down here, I have a triangle, and then I can break up this 11 inches, and I know that this part here is going to be 7, because the part above it is 7, and this part over here is going to be 4, because now I have the total length of 11, and I'm getting, again, the 7 from the top part, and then the rest must be 4 to get the total 11 inches there. Now, what I'm going to do to find this entire length right here, is I'm going to find the tangent of that side. So I'm going to kind of say this is my missing side of a right triangle, and I can do then the tangent of 60 over 1, I always do, equals my rise over my run. Well, this red line is my rise, and that's something I don't know, so I'm going to call it y, and the 4 is my run. Now, I'm going to do 1 times y, that gives me y, and I'm going to get the tangent of 60 times 4, which I need my calculator here, whatever I did with it. Then I pause my video quick and look for it. I got my calculator doing the tangent of 60 times 4, and that's going to give me 6.93. That's rounded, 6.93. So I know this total length here in red is 6.93. Okay. Now I'm going to use that 6.93 in here to figure out the length of the missing hypotenuse here, and that's going to be using a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, plugging numbers in, my a squared would be 4 squared plus 6.93 squared equals my c squared. So this is 16 plus, gotta use my calculator again. Let's do 6.93. And I'm gonna go, this is gonna be weird. I know you should usually round better than this, but I'm gonna round this to 48. So it's a whole number, and then I'm gonna do c squared. I'm going to do my addition here, 16 plus 48, that's going to give me 64. The square root of 64 is going to give me 8 for C. So now I know this here is 8. Now, this part's kind of funny because what we have is this total red length is 6.93. But I know that this length right here, that's 6, so the remainder of it must be 0.93, right? Because the total length in red was 6.93, but this part in this rectangle here must be 6 because over here it was 6. So now I have all the pieces to add up and get my perimeter. I have 11, 6, 7, 0.93, and 8. So let's add them all up. Yeah, I said you have 8, oops, not comma, plus 11, plus 6, plus 7, plus 0.93. Again, using my calculator here, I have 8 plus 11 plus 6 plus 7 plus 0.93, and I got 32.93 as my answer, and I believe that's the correct answer there. So a lot of pieces to that one, first starting with using the tangent to figure out that total length of that red line, then using that total length of that red line because you have a right triangle to find this 8, and then breaking down that 6.93 into 2 parts, the 6 part and the 0.93 actually on the outside, so that you can add up your total perimeter. Hopefully you find the video helpful. Any other questions throughout the lesson, ask me and I can make a video.